Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to make some corner pockets or tuck spots, whichever way you call them. I want to get some made for this journal, and I thought I would take you guys along with me. So this is tacky glue in there, and it's in a Sugar Bell bottle. I wound up at Michael's and found it. I was pretty happy. I was like, "Oh, try it." It was only $5 for 2. So I'm gonna make a few. Ones with paper and ones with book pages, and then we will, I'll decorate a few after we're done. I hope this doesn't, I don't know how this will dry. I've never used tacky glue before. We will see. Okay, so I want different sizes, which is why I'm just taking this, running it right to the edge, holding it diagonal right to the edge, and then down. And then this little part I don't really want, so we're going to rip that off. Here we go. Here we go. So what I'm probably going to do is decorate this and then decorate this one and put it down, and then have a double pocket. So I'll probably rip the edges once I get regular paper, like decorative paper on there. But man, this is like really, I don't know, can you see all the bumps? I'm not sure I like this glue. I have a whole bunch of it, so I was like, oh, well, let's try it on some book pages. I might need to try that on something different. I will move back to my Berry Art glue that I love. Hopefully once they dry, I'll be able to see the difference. So again, I'm just going towards the edge. And what I'll probably do with these is use them for journal cards or something. Oh, there's a clog. So I hope everyone's doing great. Staying healthy and safe and enjoying whatever weather you have. We have been getting a lot of snow. Well, we had one day this week with a lot of snow. They actually canceled my son's dance for part of the evening. Canceled the last hour. Which I was completely fine with. My son wasn't. Now this is a process that you can totally mass make. you wanted to. Okay, I think we have like 2 bigs, 2 littles. I don't know where my spread thing went for my glue. I have so many of those little tools and I apparently misplaced all of them. Oh well. So now I'm going to do some paper ones, and I have this 6x6 paper pad that looks like it's from Hobby Lobby. It is very old and very used. So I have no idea if they'll have it there anymore, but I thought I'd use some of this. So let's use that one. Oh, look, that would make a really cute corner. Okay, let's use those, and then I will use these. I'm going to pull out my paper cutter for these, just because they are thicker paper. And I am just, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm putting this right at the edge, just to get that corner, and I'm lifting it up a little. So I'm making sure this little part and this little are in the cut zone, and I'm going to cut them. So these are pretty big, kind of like these ones, although they're bigger than these ones. So what I'm going to do next is cut them again. So I'm going to get 4 out of a 6x6. And this one would be really pretty, like if you, well, this way too, but if you like put it up. And I'll probably cut these little corner parts, they're a little long. And then for this one, I am just going to cut this one down instead of getting 2 more out of it, because I want a little bit bigger. Actually, let's rip it. Oops, wrong way. I don't want the whites. So you don't have to. You can totally just rip these if you don't want to cut them. Let's rip this. This is just going to be like brownish, so we're going to have to decorate this one a little bit more. And then we're going to rip this. I'm going to grab my book and see what this looks like in a corner, because right now I am not liking it, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. And then we add another, like something on top. Okay, so that will look good. And these will look, well, I'll probably use this on top. Wow, even cutting it takes up a whole lot of that page, doesn't it? Which is fine, it works. And then we'll add a little decorations to those. So this one, I am going to play with this because I just want this portion. I think that was really cute. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, look at that. Will be a really cute one. And we're just gonna cut off the tips when we get closer to. That actually would look really cute too. Just needs to be cut down somewhere, and that would be a really good pocket. Okay, let's go down a little bit, say about 4.5 maybe. There we go. So I'm going to cut this at a, so this is going to be a little different pocket corner. There's tons of different, like, you know, you have your squares that you can do for your little corner tucks. Then you have these kind. So there's tons of different like styles you can do with this, which makes it great. And they're pretty fast. Just depends on how you cut. So we're going to do that, and then what I want to do on this is do a overlay. This is vellum, and I want it a little smaller, so I'm just using this piece as a guide. I want it a little smaller, so I'm going to pull that out a tad. Cut that, and then we're just gonna, let's see, let's go down to there. I just used my nail to make an indent. Whether it worked or not, I don't know, we'll see. It worked okay. Okay, so we're going to sew that. That's this a little further down, but I'll decorate that so you can't tell it. And when I get this in, and I'm going to lightly tack it, put little dots on here, but I'm going to, actually maybe I'm not, I'm just going to sew it. I'm going to sew this on these corners right here. So I'll have a pocket, and then I'll have this little vellum pocket. And then I can totally use this for a top. Okay, so this is just really thin paper, so I'm going to cut it down. We're going to make a smaller one. So we're cutting this 4 by 4 just because we can. And I'm going to then fold this in half. So we have the quarters. Kind of like what we did with the just because I want the pocket a little thicker. Gosh, I don't know why this is so complicated right now. So I'm going to glue this, and then once it dries I will clip that edging off. And let's get this glued. I like that too. Too many to choose, you know? Okay, now this is, I'm gonna like grunge this one up a little bit, but it'll be really cute when it's done. Okay, so we have been at this for about 14 minutes. This is how you can totally use this for mask making, because look at all this. So fast, so easy. Yeah, these dried all, yeah, good. Those dried wrinkly. You can tell which ones, which ones I used. So let's see. I'm not even counting. I'm just throwing them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just in 14 minutes. Not bad. So I'm going to put these aside and we're going to decorate. But first, I think I'm going to add some stitching, especially stitch this down. That probably will be most of the decoration I do, except for putting a little bit something up here. So I will, oh, well, before I do that, let's trim these down. And we will, sew some of these too. But we need to decorate these pages before we do that. I guess I'm not going to the sewing machine just yet. And I think I'm going to leave these, and I want these tips cut just because I can. There we go. So let's get some paper on these, I think. Let's see. I think this will be good, and we don't need a whole lot. Like, we don't need it on all of it because we're going to have this covering it, some of it. So well, maybe we will. Okay, we'll just do it all. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to get as close to this edge as possible. And then here we go. So I'm going to flip it this way. We're just going to cut this down. Alright, so that's our base, and then we just threw that on there. That looks really cute. And let's see. So I'm just going to sew this now, and then I'll decorate this top because I want some of it to be seen. I want some of the wordings to be seen. Alright, I will be back. Okay, so I'm back from the sewing machine. Here's one that I did. This is going to be one that goes up in the top with a little decorative stitch. Let's see if you guys can see. There we go. And then I just did some zigzags on this one. And I did a straight stitch to put it down, and then I just went over some zigzags just to add some flair. And this one I just did pure straight stitching. So what I do is I cut the backs of the threads just because I don't like the bulk on the back. Like if I want threads loose, I'll just use the top threads or a little bit, you know. Yeah, this is how I do my backs. I once I have them sewn, where the point is I cut them off, I just put a dab of glue where the start and finish is. Just because to make this back stay a little bit better. That's what I do. Even if I leave the threads on, I always add a tad of glue. They're not going to see it, and I rub it in a little, and it just helps secure that stitch so your stitch doesn't come out. So like if you're going to do this for journaling cards or whatever, then you can do it that way. And it dries pretty quickly because you're not really doing, see like this, I'm leaving these little bottom threads. Not that you're going to see a whole lot of them, but I have a lot of points where I sewed, so I'm putting quite a bit on there, and it's just going to secure that thread into your paper a little bit better. At least that's what I think. Yeah, I did that one. Alright, so now we're going to decorate. I want to decorate this one, and I don't need the threads that long, so I'm just going to chop a little bit of them off. But we are going to keep them. So let's see. I think I want to put a homemade flower up there. Do I have flowers? That's a little too... I don't think I want that. I'm trying to decide if I want my paper flowers or my fabric flowers. Let me pull out some of my fabric paper flowers. These two are my finished ones. Okay. Okay, so we are done for today. So I have more to decorate. And we have gotten okay, so we have 6 more to decorate. I'll do that later. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll post them on there. And, well, these 2 to decorate too. So we have the sewing ones, and then these are the 3 that we finished today. Here's one of them. I'll post pictures on Instagram of what they look like in the book. Here's another. I love these little flat back pearls. Here's another, and this one is a double, so you can put a pocket there, and then look how cute that's going to look with a decorative small tag. And then here. So I hope you like this tutorial on how I do corner pockets. There's tons out there. So many people do them different ways. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up and think of subscribing, and I'll see you on the next crafting adventure. Thanks for coming. Bye.